Come with me as we explore Estonia.
Specifically, Estonia's capital, Tallinn, which is also a popular cruise port of call on Baltic itineraries. Now, this cruise port location is exactly why I love cruising. Estonia as a destination was never on my list of places I wanted to go, but it was part of this Baltic itinerary, so of course I obviously went and I ended up falling in love with this location, and I otherwise probably never would have visited. Now, if you're a fan of medieval times, you will absolutely love this city. Why? Because Tallinn is a picturesque city known for its beautifully preserved old town featuring cobblestone streets, historic buildings, and ancient city walls. It blends old world charm with modern innovation, and when you're in the heart of Old Town, you're gonna feel like you are literally in the middle of medieval times. But just outside of that is all the modern amenities that you can enjoy, and of course, its cruise port is also very modern and beautiful and easy to traverse as well. The Port of Tallinn is one of the largest Baltic Sea complexes, handling both passengers and cargo, and it operates 4 harbors in Estonia. Of the 4, only 2 are for passengers, and cruisers will most likely berth at the Old City Harbor, which is where I visited and that you see here in the video. Now, while I definitely recommend exploring Tallinn on foot, the cruise terminal isn't as close to the historic city center as some of the other ports of call on my Baltic cruise itinerary. From the terminal to the heart of Old City, the Tallinn Tourist Information Center, for instance, was about a 35 to 45-minute walk. So if you visit the historic area, expect many hills, slopes, and cobblestone streets in addition to a little bit of distance. I was sailing on Holland America Line, and they offered an optional shuttle service to its cruisers, providing transportation from the cruise terminal to Mayor Boulevard in the city center for just about $20 for unlimited use throughout the day, with shuttles running every 30 minutes. I chose to save money and walk, and it ended up being really hot this day, and I had regrets. So if you're cruising here and your cruise line offers a shuttle service, my advice, just take it. Rideshare services like Uber are available here, unlike some other European cruise port destination, and we did end up taking an Uber back to the cruise port after we finished exploring the Old Town. Now, when it comes to things to do in Tallinn, obviously Old Town is the signature thing. It's expansive and cool enough where you could spend your entire port of call here. In Old Town, you can wander through the cobblestone streets and visit any number of old churches and cathedrals, most of which you can enter for free, and historic landmarks like the Toompea Castle atop Toompea Hill and St. Catherine's Passage, which is a charming medieval alley lined with artisan workshops and historic buildings. Now, the heart of this town is the Old Town Square. This is that central and historic part of the city surrounded by medieval buildings and notable landmarks. And as I mentioned, it is a must-visit part of Old Town. There are so many landmarks jam-packed right here in this spot that you really don't need an excursion, which is great because European cruise excursions tend to be quite expensive and pretty limited. I do recommend stopping by the Tallinn Tourist Information Center to get a free map, and while you're there, consider buying a Tallinn card. That's what we did. It allowed us to experience multiple sites, museums, and attractions at a significantly discounted price, and you can also buy one online. Now, Old Town isn't the only area worth exploring, although as I noted, you can spend an entire day here. But other notable attractions of interest to cruisers are the Estonia Maritime Museum and Tallinn's Kadriorg District, which is a picturesque district known for its grand Kadriorg Palace built by Peter the Great and the Kadriorg Park. This is only located about 2 miles from Old Town, and if you have time, it's definitely worth a visit.